Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones, as my hair is poofing out a little bit. Who cares? Last time on Game of Thrones, we had Lord Snow, where, despite being called Lord Snow, Jon Snow was sort of a subplot, I guess. Well, it wasn't the main, huge focused on plot, I guess. But Jon Snow was going to be a part of the Night's Watch, which apparently I misunderstood. I thought that the Night's Watch meant you become a knight, but it's more of Night's Watch as in night, the time of day, basically. So you guys corrected me in the comments on that, so thank you for that. And Tyrion Lannister was there, and he was about to head back home. We had some conflict between Jon and some of the other contenders for the Night's Watch, because I guess Jon was too good and had more privilege, honestly. And we cut to the other subplot. They're really not subplots, they're very much the main plot, but just shorter plots, I guess, in the episode. We had Daenerys. Basically, we found out she's pregnant with Khal Drogo's child, and it's a boy. In case you guys missed it, yesterday I actually did a video where I went back and rewatched those scenes where they spoke Dothraki, and I watched them with the subtitles, so you can find that video probably around here. And yeah, because you guys said that the subtitles actually translate the Dothraki into English, so I rewatched those scenes for you guys. Just so you know, in case you didn't watch that video, any scenes in the future with languages other than English, I'm going to turn on the subtitles really quickly, and then once those scenes are done, I'm going to turn off the subtitles, so they're not on the whole time, basically. And then back to the main plot. Again, main plot. We had Ned Stark arriving in King's Road, King's Landing. The King's Road is how they got there. This is King's Landing. Moron. Okay. So yeah, he's there. Eventually his wife ended up there because she's still investigating Brahm's fall from the tower, and she still believes that the Lannisters were involved. We had a bit of the aftermath of the whole Joffrey Arya battle, kind of. So yeah, or conflict, I guess is the better word. And yeah, Arya's taking sword lessons from this very flamboyant dude, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, that was pretty much it. We had some scenes with the Lannisters, a scene with the king. Yeah, that was pretty much that. So, it's time for my whole spoiler spiel, where I say no spoilers whatsoever for future episodes of Game of Thrones. Let's please keep the comments to this episode that I'm currently reacting to, and previous episodes that I've reacted to. Because this is my first time watching Game of Thrones, I really like the show, and I don't want to be spoiled on it. I just want to learn things as I go. So, yeah, and the final note I'm going to make before we start, I have a new ceiling fan in here, and I currently have that on because it gets hot in this room, especially when I record. So, yeah, I don't know if you can really hear it. Maybe not. There might be a slight humming in the background, but if sort of the air from the fan starts blowing on the microphone on the camera and starts creating noises, let me know in the comments, and I'll turn that off from now on. But yeah, that's pretty much that. If it bugs you, let me know. I'll turn it off. If not, if you can barely hear it and you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, then we're all good, and I'm gonna keep that on because it's friggin' hot. But don't worry, if I turn it off, whatever, I'll be fine. So yeah. So yeah, let's now get into episode 4. Here we go. Well, he seems to be better. Is this a dream? I thought he was supposed to never walk again. Whoa. Alright. Dream of three-eyed birds.
The little lord's been dreaming again.
The boy has lost the use of his legs.
What of it? With the right horse and saddle, even a cripple can ride.
I'm not a cripple.
Then I'm not a dwarf. My father will rejoice to hear it.
Yeah.
I have a gift for you. I'm a constant disappointment to my own father, and I've learned to live with it. Your next tumble with Rawls is on me. I'll try not to wear her out.
Oh, Tyrion.
See what he can do.
Watch, he's gonna be like amazing with a sword. Never mind.
Hit him till he finds his feet.
How's he supposed to get up if you're just whacking him?
Deal. I yield.
Well, John's still the best.
Go clean.
This is my army.
It's
Khal
not.
Drogo's marching the wrong way with my army.
I'm just ready for Khal Drogo to, like, slap the shit out of them.
There's nothing in the world that I would rather see.
Really? Why dragons?
And they can kill anyone or anything that tries to hurt them.
They're like birds on steroids.
Burned away. I've seen a man who could change his face the way that other men change their clothes. And I've seen a pirate who wore his weight in gold and his ship had sails of coloured silk. So,
Is this like setting up future villains or
have you
something?
seen one? Teach your sister.
To teach my sister how to be a better lover. You think I bought you to make Khal Drogo happy?
Well, this is awkward.
Oh, you pretty little idiot.
If you only had girls, I suppose the throne would pass to Prince Joffrey's little brother.
And everyone would hate me.
Joffrey has a little brother?
Nobody could ever hate you.
Huh.
Joffrey does.
Nonsense.
What book?
I fear it would be of little interest to you, my lord. A ponderous tome.
No. I'd like to read it.
Yeah. Figure out what was happening.
And history. There was one phrase he kept repeating. The seed is strong, I think it was.
What does that mean?
A dying mind is a demented mind, Lord Stark. For all the weight they're given.
Great, now we gotta
last
figure out
words
what
are
Rosebud
usually
means.
as significant as first word.
What you doing?
Sirio says a water dancer can stand on one toe for hours.
It's a
Toe.
hard fall down these steps. You will marry a high lord and rule this castle. And your sons shall be knights and princes and lords.
Oh, joy.
No,
It's what every girl wants to hear.
that's not me.
Yeah. Alright. Get some girl power going. I like it. He just hangs out here.
Sir Alistair said I'm to be your new watch partner.
Oh. So,
I should warn you,
Night's Watch.
I don't see all that well.
I'm an idiot.
I'm not going to get any better, you know.
Well,
I mean,
you can't get any worse.
that's true. At the very least, you can be cannon fodder.
I hear you're reading a boring book.
Is that a rumor around the city?
Too much.
And do you see that scepter pretending to read her book?
Larissa the Queen.
No, she's one of mine.
Everyone's got
Is there someone in
spies.
your service whom you trust completely?
You shouldn't be out here, my lord. There's no telling who has eyes where.
Yeah. This, you need to start speaking in code or something.
Several times.
This is fine work.
It's not for sale.
Boy, this is the king's hand. If his lordship wants the helmet, I made it for me. Give him, my lord.
What would you talk
I
about?
love those animal helmets.
Just ask me questions, is all,
I'd
my
love
lord.
one.
What kind of questions?
She died when I was little. She had yellow hair. She'd sing to me sometimes.
Look at me.
Huh? This dude is... It's Cersei's son?
Get back to it.
Okay, that just
Fine,
happened.
King Robert's bastard son.
Do you hear that?
Oh.
How many do you think are in there with him? Huh?
Robert's getting laid.
Guess. 3.
4.
4.
5.
He likes to do this when I'm on duty. Makes me...
Wow, I very slightly feel bad for Jamie, but like not at all.
But if Thorne puts me up against Lady Piggy, I'm gonna slice me off a side of bacon.
It's like, alright, now you're gonna have to deal with fucking Jon Snow. You know, the best guy that we have here. Ah, dicks. Oh, it was the dude. Oh, man.
You think this is funny, do you?
It's kind of funny. In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Beyond the wall.
You send this whore to give me commands. I should have sent you back her head.
Alright, Daenerys. Time to start laying down
Why
the law.
did you hit her?
How many times? And now you've woken the dragon.
Yeah, kill him.
I am a Khaleesi of the Dothraki.
Yeah.
I am the wife of the great Khal, and the next time you raise a hand to me will be the last time you have hands.
I'm Daenerys Targaryen and screw you. That's what she... It's basically what she
I know
said.
for a fact that some of the officers... Because I'm fat.
No.
But I like girls just as much as you do. They might not like me as much.
Some girls are into it, you know.
Been with one. Because all I could think was, what if I got her pregnant? Because she had a child.
A child that never knew.
Another bastard named Snow.
Bastard of a bastard.
And come the winter, you will die. Like flies.
Yeah, I hope you die, asshole. Look, I get you've been through some crap, but jeez.
I hit the common people are waiting for him. Illyrio said they are sowing dragon banners and praying for his return.
The common people pray for rain, health, and a summer that never ends.
Yeah.
They don't care what games the High Lords play.
As long as they live,
What do you
who
pray
cares?
for, Sir Jorah?
The bloody pomp. Have at him!
I think the guy called the Mountain is going to win. This is jousting, by the way. I think the big dude's gonna win. Place your bets now. I will bet you this plot of air that the big dude wins. Oi! Alright, you guys owe me some air. God, quit showing it. Oh god, it keeps going. Ah. Well. Alright, called it. Well, they're traumatized.
Not what you were expecting.
My father counts Jonas Bracken amongst his oldest and most loyal bannermen.
Our lord is honored by his trust.
I envy your father all his fine friends, Lady Stark, but
she getting
I don't quite
recruits?
see the purpose of this.
I know your
Recruits.
sigil as well.
Gathering forces.
I call upon you to seize him and help me return him to Winterfell to await the king's justice.
Oi! Look at all that. She's got some allies. Is that the end of the episode? Yep, that's the end of the episode. That's not even... Dang it, she got the wrong Lannister. Well, that's That's unfortunate. Alright, that was episode 4. Pretty interesting stuff we got going on here. Got a couple notes. I wrote down Face Off because, what was the scene? It was, when Viserys? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce the brother's name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Viserys, the Daenerys' brother. When he was in the bathtub, I guess with the whore. Slave. We'll go slave. Screw it. When they were in the bathtub and they were talking about stuff, she had said, like, I have seen a man that can change his face like other men change their clothes. It's like, okay. And she mentioned a couple other things. I don't exactly remember them. I didn't have a chance to write it down. But I kind of thought about that when she said it, and I thought, okay, is that like foreshadow, or are we gonna like have those like are they gonna be like characters later? That might be interesting. So yeah, a guy who can change his face, or it's just stuff she said, and we'll probably never see it again. I don't know, but yeah. Cersei's son? Okay, so that got a little confusing. When Ned went to talk to the blacksmith, they said he was like Robert Baratheon's bastard son. Which would make sense, but the guy also said that all he remembers of his mother was that, you know, she used to sing to him and she had blonde hair, which would mean Cersei. But then Ned says that he's Robert Baratheon's bastard son, the king's bastard son, which would make more sense because he had, you know, dark hair. He was a brunette. He was not a blonde. So maybe is this one of Robert Baratheon's sons, obviously a bastard son, and Cersei did sing to him, maybe, when they were younger? I don't know. This would have been a while ago. I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder... So, okay, and the reason Ned went to talk to that guy was because Jon Arryn went to that guy to figure out what was happening. Like, he basically learned the same thing that Ned Stark did, but then he got killed. So, yeah, I'm wondering... So, I guess... But that's... I don't know. So, the king's bastard... So, Jon Arryn, learning of the king's bastard son, ended up getting him killed, possibly by poison, because it was a very sudden illness. Possibly by poison, which they specifically said is a woman's weapon, which is to imply that Jon Arryn was killed by Cersei. So, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on with that. I don't even know where the conspiracy goes with that, so that'll be really interesting to see where that goes. I wrote down Jon and Sam. This is an interesting pairing we have here, because we haven't really seen... Jon really hasn't had friends in the Night's Watch. He's mostly just... interacted with other people at the Night's Watch. Oh, excuse me. He's mostly just interacted with other people at the Night's Watch, but now he seems to have a friend. But that's interesting, and I like that. You know, we got the. I don't want to say normal, but it's like we got the scenes with Sam of him being a coward and stuff like that. But I like that already in this episode we got a scene where he's starting to become. Well, you're really starting to see his true personality through him being a coward. Like when they were scrubbing the tables, like he really let his personality shine. So that's interesting. I love that we're already getting to that. So it'll be interesting to see like where we go with Sam's character. Like what's the progression here? Like is he going to get good and become like a decent knight? I don't know. or not a decent knight, but a decent warrior at least. A decent member of the Night's Watch, because I gotta be sure I don't mistake that. The next thing I wrote down was Daenerys. Daenerys coming in, laying down the law with her brother. Because honestly, the brother doesn't have power, does he? Like, you know, he basically had Daenerys, the one guy whose name I don't remember, the one guy that's with them, and the Dothraki, and then there was that one guy in episode 1, but he hasn't shown up since then, so I'm assuming he was just kind of left, like, at their home. So, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of all Viserys had. And now, like, his command is basically, like, his command, which basically was non-existent, is still being ripped away from him by Daenerys, because she's just laying down the law. She's not going to take any of this. You know? She is now standing up. She's not going to be submissive, I guess. Although, I don't know. I guess she's sort of submissive to Khal Drogo, but she's at least going to enjoy herself, and she's not going to take any of her crap from her brother, and I really like that. So, yeah, I'm wondering, like, are we leading up to, like, Daenerys is just going to kill her brother, and then it's like, well, we're still going to go defeat Robert Baratheon, but instead of Viserys taking the throne, it's going to be Daenerys. That would be cool. And then I wrote down another brother. There were a lot of other family members we had in this episode. Like, there are other children of Robert Baratheon, and not just the blacksmith, but, like, there was something like, oh, Joffrey's little brother. It's like, Joffrey has a little brother? I didn't know that. So there's that sort of stuff. There are other Lannister siblings. It's not just the three of them, Jaime, Cersei, and Tyrion. It's not just the three of them, apparently. Like, they have other siblings they mentioned. But they also said the guy whose name... Eventually I'm going to get this guy's name. But basically just the attendant to Viserys and Daenerys basically said, like, you know, your older brother did such and such. So that's also interesting that they had an older brother. I don't know. It's like stuff that they just haven't mentioned until now. That Viserys and Daenerys have, like, an older brother, I guess. I think. Unless now that I kind of think about it, or was he just referencing Viserys? Maybe. But those other things with, like, Joffrey's brother and the Tyrion's other brother or something, though, that still stands. But let me know in the comments if, like, one of you guys could clarify that. Did I mistake that? Because I think in that scene, because that was when the guy and Daenerys were talking about Viserys and how Daenerys doesn't want him to actually take the throne, and how it's like he can't command an army even when he's given my husband's army. So I think I got that right. Dang it. Now I'm going to need some clarification. Did the guy specifically mention an older brother, like a different older brother, or was he, when he said, like, your older brother, did that actually reference Viserys? It could be either or, still makes sense anyway, so yeah. Just a quick little clarification if you guys feel like doing that. You don't have to, I guess. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. That's pretty much all I wrote. Really good episode, like I keep saying. I'm like a broken record at the end of these videos, but really good episode, and I can't wait to see where we're going from here. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, that's what this show is, I've got the playlists down here that you can click on. I've also got some other videos you can check out, and I've got the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. You can also follow me on social media, links below in the description. Take care.